voice almost today. Yes, so first of all, that we have to understand what age is the best age to do bhakti to Lord Krishna. Otherwise, all our classes will go waste. What's happening now is I was told that those who are having the same understanding like me, who have experienced Krishna's help at every moment, they will understand what I speak. But if I don't tell people why it is relevant for every single person, why it is relevant for all age groups, why it is relevant for all genders, why it is relevant for all humans in general, then people will not want to hear about bhakti. Why should people hear about bhakti if it is not going to bring them any benefit? But the answer is, it is bhakti only that is going to give us the benefit. The answer is, it is bhakti that is going to keep us happy now when we are alive and even after we leave the body. It is bhakti that is going to keep it is our practice of bhakti that is going to keep our family members happy. It is our practice of bhakti. Rajendra Singh Bathoyaji, Hare Krishna. So it is our practice of bhakti that is going to not only help us face the problems, but we facing the problems by doing bhakti is going to help others to get faith in bhakti and also to face their problems by doing bhakti. So bhakti is the only way to become happy, to be very honest. So if you have to be happy, now who does not want to be happy? Is there anyone who says, I don't want to be happy now, I want to be happy after 60 years, after retirement let me be happy, now let me just live in tension? Is there anybody saying like that? No, right? We all want to be happy now. We all are doing whatever we are doing because we want to be happy. So if we really want to be happy, then we should do bhakti. But the question is, how does bhakti make us happy? The answer is, how does food remove our hunger? If you eat, you will know. If you eat food, you will know that your hunger has gone. There's no point I giving a lecture, you eat food this way, you eat food that way, you eat this food, you eat that food, that will make your hunger go away. No. Any eatable food which is especially offered to Krishna, which is sattvic, that when we eat, Pradeep Soniji is saying, it gives us more than hope. Wow, very nice, beautiful. Beautiful Pradeep Soniji, wonderful answer. Yes, Pradeep Soniji is saying, bhakti gives us not hope, but more than hope. Bhakti is giving us more than hope. Means what? Hope means maybe I will be happy tomorrow. That's hope. It's not maybe I will be happy tomorrow. I will be happy from now if I do bhakti. That's more than hope. Pardeep Soniji, thank you for the beautiful answer. Prabha Gurungji, Hare Krishna. So yes, so bhakti, if we all are looking for positivity, right? We all like positive people, but we become positive people. We become those that we're looking for when we do bhakti. We become that which we want to become when we do bhakti. Bhakti not only gives us happiness, it gives us sharp intelligence. It gives us guidance to deal with the problems. And a serious bhakti practitioner will follow Krishna's instructions. Shakti Saraf Variji, Hare Krishna. Bhakti, when you want to do seriously, they will go through Bhakti Shastras like Bhagavad Gita, like Srimad Bhagavatam. So Rekha Thakur ji, Hare Krishna. Me Anil Komrila ji, Hare Krishna. So when we do bhakti, Radha Krishna ji, Hare Krishna. So when we do bhakti, we get sharp intelligence to deal with our life's problems, to help with other life problems. I'll tell you why this topic has come. Because I was called few days ago. The day I stopped giving you class, that was 9th of this month. 9th of, which is this month? September. 9th September, actually I was called by a mother saying there is emergency in my daughter's life. Please come immediately. I had a bad headache that day because I had to get cold and cough. Headache I thought had come under my control. If I say I have no headache, I breathe holy names, headache was coming under control. But I realized my headache does not come under control if I have eaten after 7 p.m. Eating after 7 p.m. causes headache for me the next day. If I eaten too much of spice, Tripti Sapraji, Hare Krishna, pranams. If eaten too much of spice, I get headache the next day. Then by saying Hare Krishna, I am breathing Krishna, headache will go, it does not go. So I should do the right things, and then my counseling works on my head. So for headache, we have to take care of our intake of food, and we have to intake of thoughts. Thoughts is all right. Hare Krishna at the CMG. Yes, for headache, we have to not only keep the mind in peace, but also the diet in peace with our in our Krishna conscious philosophy. The diet has to be sattvic, less spicy, and it should be eaten before 7 p.m. So then we get no headache actually. You eat food on time, then there are no digestion problems, no headache, etc. So I had a bad headache and I thought maybe previous day I ate little late, maybe that is why I'm having a headache. But I next day my voice was lost actually. Next day or next to next day the voice was lost because of cold. It was a symptom of cold. But from the September 9th, the mother called me for the daughter, to help the daughter. And by the time I searched from Google location their house and I reached, they had already reached the police station. The mother and daughter and the house owner had reached the police station. And then in the police station, I was meeting the girl who was a little girl. I used to love that girl. And her father left the body when the girl was just 7 years or 8-year-old. And at that time, after some months or after some weeks, when I met the girl and asked, "Where's your father?" she said, "My father died." Huh? What? She said, where is your father? "My father died." What? So then I asked her mother, "Aapka pati ka kya hua? What happened to your husband?" Then she said, "My husband left the world." It was such a shock. That person was such a nice person. He was such a nice devotee. And now the daughter is 19-year-old, a teenager, in her ending of the teens. And the mother and daughter are in the police station. And I couldn't, I saw the mother and from the back, and I looked at her face. Jai Shri Krishna Shakuntala Maniji, Panna Paul ji, Hare Krishna. So I bent to see the mother's face. Yes, it was the same lady who had called me. Then my daughter said, "I will come for your protection." She was worried about my protection. Wherever I go like this, my daughter forces, and she also comes with me to accompany me for my safety. So my daughter is very smart at recognizing faces, and I am very poor at recognizing faces. And she said, "Amma, this is the girl, the daughter." And I saw, my eyes grew. She was looking nice. She was looking sweet. And the mother was looking worried, sad. Like this. So so it was after so many years. I said, "Oh, it's you. Why are you here? What happened, my child?" I asked her, and immediately she just wanted to hug me. I hugged her from the front. She was my daughter's friend when they were children. My daughter hugged her from the back. It was like she was in between my daughter and me. And then I said, "I have come to help you. Will you please tell me what is the problem? If I talk to you in private, will you talk to me? Will you tell me your problems? Why are you in the police station?" She said yes. Then I asked the police officer, "Can I have some private place to talk to the girl? Is it okay if I talk to the girl in private?" I said, "Yes. You can just go out to the next room or even outside and you can speak." So then we walked outside the police station, in the police station campus, till it grew really dark, and she spoke in detail about what is making her do what she is doing. She was saying that she wants to stay separate from the mother, and she was thinking that by staying separate from the mother, she will stay a life of independence, and that's going to teach her many lessons in life. It's going to help her because she's not getting along with the mother. So I spoke to my mentor, and my mentor told, "See, if you cannot adjust with your mother today, tomorrow you will not be able to adjust with your office colleagues. And then you won't be able to adjust with your husband, and you want to live separate from husband. And then you want to live separate from your in-laws. And then with whom all you will separate?" I got the message. Then I told her that to live separate from the mother is not independence. To live with the mother and to not feel disturbed by the disturbances created by others, to remain disturbance free, is independence from the disturbances. That is real independence. To be free from disturbances while living with disturbing people, so-called disturbing people, that is independence. Then I told her how even in marriage, everybody will have different opinions. Husband will have his opinion, wife will have her opinion, children will have their opinions, in-laws will have their opinion. So now how are we going to adjust with them? It was one simple formula, that we should know what Kṛṣṇa wants us to do. We should know what Bhagavad Gita is teaching us. We should know what Bhagavatam is teaching us. If we just live to follow those instructions, then we will be able to either convince others, or we will convince ourselves to stay convinced with the others, or we will get convinced upon one point that we agree to disagree. The agree to disagree is such a beautiful thing, that we understand that we have different opinions. So we just accept the others as they are, and we don't try to force a change in their opinions. Neither would we get convinced to be forced. We go by what we think is right, and what we think is right should be based on what Kṛṣṇa thinks is right. Because who are we to think what is right and what is wrong? So many times we think so many things, and we later realize it was all misunderstanding, it's all wrong. So if we go by Kṛṣṇa's understanding, then we are right. So if we understand what Kṛṣṇa is telling us, then if we try to follow what Kṛṣṇa is saying to us, then we will be able to convince others. Why should we follow what Krishna is saying? It's very simple. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he has his Shakti, his energy. That's called Antaranga Shakti, that Krishna has removed, and that is Radharani. And he's always nicely gelling with Radharani. But he has his Bahiranga Shakti, she's Antaranga Shakti, she's internal energy. Krishna has Bahiranga Shakti, whom we call as Durga Devi. And what is Durga Devi's role? Durga's Devi role is to attract us away from Krishna and to punish us. Attract us away from Krishna and to punish us. That way she is teaching, if you go away from Krishna, you will only suffer. Now what is it to go away from Krishna? Now if we do anything to make our senses happy, to make our eyes happy, we watch pornography, to make our ears happy, we hear gossip, dirty stories, to make our mouth happy, tongue happy, we eat meat, we drink liquor, to make our what else, to make our skin happy, we go for illicit relationships. Now with that, what do we learn? We experience health issues, we experience relationships breaking, we experience heartbreaking news, we experience depression. So these are all work of the three modes of nature, of whose boss is Durga Devi, the external energy of Krishna. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Daivi Hyesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. So what does that mean? Is my energy, Durga, is very difficult to overcome. Then how do we overcome? Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Mashuchaha. What does it mean? Means if we surrender to Krishna, then Krishna frees us from all miseries. So, if you want to be happy, you should be free from misery. You should be free from, in fact, sinful activities, he says, from all sins. So, if we want to be happy, if we are surrendered to Krishna means our time, 24 hours, should be given to Krishna. How? Hear about Krishna, remember Krishna's instructions, follow Krishna's instructions. This is giving our time for Krishna. When we do that, our intelligence sharpens. When our intelligence sharpens, then Sri Ram Kashyap ji, then we are able to solve our life's problems. We are able to help others with their life's problems. So all these things I told to the little girl. And the little girl told me, when my father was alive, my father used to speak some of these things. It used to make me so happy. And I used to love Krishna. Somehow now I had got disconnected from Krishna. I want to find my way back to Krishna. I will want to come back to my Krishna conscious thinking. When father left the world, she was just 7 years or so. And when father was not there, the mother had to earn the food, so she had to go out to job. She didn't have time for the daughter's Krishna consciousness. All she had time was go out and work from morning to evening, come at home and work, cook for the daughter, teach her schools, make her study, do her homework. That's all. And that also the daughter started doing on her own. Like this, the daughter forgot about Krishna consciousness and she took the modern values. See, modern values are not from Krishna's books. That's what I'm telling you. Modern value is to become independent. To become independent from the mother or from the husband is not independence. Independence is when you're able to live with a so-called troublesome person, yet you are very happy. Their troubles are not impacting your mind because you know that you have only your connection with your all-time well-wisher Krishna. Your only connection with your all-time protector Krishna. Your only connection with your all-time lover Krishna. Your all-time connection with Sujit Mohantaji, Hare Krishna. Your all-time connection with your all-time provider Krishna. All-time supporter Krishna. All the support we are getting, all the help we are getting, all the guidance we are getting, all the memory failure that's happening, all the remembrances that we are getting, everything is sanctioned by Krishna. So if we connect to Krishna, then we will be guided more nicely. If we connect to Krishna, then we will feel so safe. If we connect to Krishna, we will have the strength to live with any kind of person in order to please Krishna. So like this, when we live, we not only live peacefully, we give peace to even those who are trouble creators in our life. And this way, when we live in a peaceful environment inside the mind, Vivakar Goshalji, Radhe Radhe, when the time comes to die, we only think of Krishna and we leave the world, go back to Krishna's abode. So if we make a connection with Krishna now, then we can be happy. We can be more than hopeful, as someone told today. If we make a connection with Krishna, we will feel so much strength, even in difficult situations. That's why making a connection in Krishna is important for all those people who have a problem in their life. So who does not have a problem? Everybody has. Even a newborn baby has, Vishnu Singh ji, problems. So Shweta Sadhu Khan ji, Hare Krishna. So problem, how to get out of bad situation? Wow, very nice question from Shweta Sadhu Khan ji. Bad situation, my dear Shweta ji, is a perception. What do you mean by a perception? Perception means we understand a situation as bad because we are thinking only if it is this way it is good. But when you read Krishna's Bhagavad Gita or Krishna's Bhagavatam, you understand this is good, this is also good, this is also good, that is 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 good. Everything is good. If you are a devotee of Krishna, anything and everything. For example, little boy Narada Muni, in his previous life, when he was a little boy, he got to know that Krishna is our all-time well-wisher and protector. He is our real father. He didn't have a father. He understood he is our real father, real caretaker. So when he was 5-year-old, one day his mother was bitten by a snake and she died. Now, Shweta Sadhu Khan ji, isn't that a bad situation according to you and according to all others in the world? According to all others, it is bad situation. But according to little Narada Muni, it was the best situation. He told, "Oh Krishna, my only shelter was my mother." Oh Basavaraju ji, Hare Krishna. My only shelter was my mother. And I was all the time looking upon her for my shelter, for my care. Now that she left the world, you took her back. Vikas Prajapati ji, Radhe Radhe. Now that you have taken my mother back, I don't have anybody. So now you are my caretaker. Now I have you. So since, Hare Krishna Vikas Prajapati ji, since you are there for me, oh my Lord, since this whole universe is yours, till now, my mother's home was my home. Now mother is not there, but my father, you Krishna, you are there. So now my home is your home. Your home is my home. This whole world is my home. The forests are my home. Metropolitan cities are my home. Villages are my home. This place is my home. That place is my home. Everything is my home. What is your home? Is my home. So I will go around the home, explore the home of yours by remembering you, because you are anyway there to protect me. Why should I now stay in this one place? So he used the opportunity to go around the world. He saw many cities. He saw villages. He saw metropolitans. Bhagavatam says that Metropolitan cities, first canto you can go through it. Metropolitan cities, he saw mines, gold ores, where he could also try to take help to get some gold. But and he knew with that he can earn money and he could live a luxurious life. But he did not want any of that. All he wanted is my Kṛṣṇa, who is keeping me happy in the absence of my mother. All I want is my Kṛṣṇa. So, my dear Shwetaji, if you understand what little boy understood, and Kṛṣṇa took such good care because he depended on Kṛṣṇa, that Kṛṣṇa made him forget hunger and thirst. And when Kṛṣṇa made him pass through a river or pond, that's when he just thought, okay, now let me sit here and remember the Lord. He was only remembering Kṛṣṇa and walking. He washed his feet and he washed his face. He drank some water. He felt he got some life. He had forgotten about thirst, but body needed water. He felt he got some life. So very happily, he thought he'll sit under the tree and meditate on Kṛṣṇa, like how his teachers, the sadhus, had taught him. So chanting the mantra, he focused on the mantra. And when he tried to meditate on Kṛṣṇa, he saw Kṛṣṇa in his heart. So mother's passing away was a bad situation. It turned into the most beautiful. So his perception about the bad situation was that it's Kṛṣṇa given. If it was Kṛṣṇa given, it is for my best and Kṛṣṇa is going to take care of me. When I am depending on Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa is going to take care of me. That was the perception, Shweta Sadhukanji. Suppose if we can see life in that light, then we are not in danger. We are not in trouble. If we see, suppose, and in another case, little Dhruva, his father didn't stop his stepwife, his second wife. When the stepmother of Dhruva stopped little Dhruva from sitting on his father's lap, saying, if you want to sit on my husband's lap, then you should take birth from my womb. So shamelessly she told that. Means he has to die and he has to enter into her stomach. Then he has to come out. What is this? This is how she spoke. Was that a bad situation? Yes, he cried and he went to his mother. Mother told him, this is all our karma. You should just forget it. He said, no, I cannot forget it. Then he said that my stepmother told, you go and pray to Hari to take birth in my womb. Then you can sit on your father's lap. So the real mother told him that she was right in saying you should pray to Hari. Go, pray to Hari and you ask him whatever you want. Hari is going to, oh, Shweta Sadhukanji, I love your comment. And it is like the most beautiful flower which shall go and decorate the lotus feet of my spiritual master, because of whom I am able to talk whatever I am speaking. Otherwise, if you can observe, my voice is still not come back. It just came back this much today afternoon. Till today, my voice was cutting. So, because I was so stuck with the girl and mother's issue, and then I had to go to a function. Then I came back, and again I was back with the girl and mother's issue. And I couldn't get time to do anything for my throat, but it got cured on its own. So Kṛṣṇa organized so that on this auspicious Ekadashi, I could meet you all and I could speak something about Kṛṣṇa. So my dear friends, I was explaining to you how any situation is not bad. Because little Dhruva told, I don't accept this karma girma business. I want what I want. I want to sit on my father's lap. If I'm not allowed, I want to become even bigger than not my father's father. Bigger than Brahma's kingdom I want, he said. So then the mother said, then you should go and ask Lord Hari, as your stepmother said. Don't be angry with her. Because if we wish bad for the others, then the bad will come back to us first. So don't do that. So many people do black magics to spoil others. If the others, they read Bhagavatam, then they cannot do bad to, the black magic cannot harm them, so that black magic comes back to us. So what she said was right. Don't wish also bad for. Forget about black magic to harm. Don't even wish bad for others. They may wish bad for us. They may try to do bad for us. So we should read Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam teaches us how to see a bad situation as the best situation, making best out of the bad bargain. It is a bad bargain to take birth here. If you took birth, then the situations are going to be bad. But if you are with the devotees, hearing from the devotees about Kṛṣṇa, you are actually in the good situation, best situation. Sufala Biswasji, Hare Krishna. You are in the best situation. So when you are in the best situation, hear about the best Kṛṣṇa from his best Bhagavatam, and you also read it directly, Bhagavatam. Because Bhagavatam in the first canto, first chapter, verse number 2 says, the three tapas, tapatrayas, tapatrayonmulanam, all the tapatrayas will become unmulanam. Unmulanam means uprooted, means all the problems, all the bad situations will vanish and to be the best situation, means bad situation will be there. Like for example, in my case, if I had the best devotee as my husband, then I would not have taken Bhakti Yoga so seriously. Feeling that my husband keeps telling me, I'm following whatever I can, I'm following. But because my husband is a lover of politics, he loves to be honest and earn money honestly and know about the world, what's happening. He's not interested in Kṛṣṇa and in Bhagavatam. He's very little, okay, God is there. I pray when I'm in trouble, that's all. So because he's like that, then I felt the need to actually know more about Kṛṣṇa, because he's not guiding me about how to do bhakti nicely. Now I have to learn from others. So I put an effort to learn from other teachers of bhakti. They told me to read Bhagavatam. I started reading Bhagavatam. So I suggest all of you to buy book Bhagavatam. Buy book Bhagavatam from nearby ISKCON temple and read book Bhagavatam. Hear about Bhagavatam, hear on that topic, and then read the topic. Then see what is that in Bhagavatam which is going to help you to correct your situation. You are going to be very happy in life. So Bhagavatam is Kṛṣṇa. So when do you need Kṛṣṇa? We need from the time we get problems. Or we need Bhagavatam and Kṛṣṇa from the time we want to be happy. We desire to be happy. If we don't want to be happy, if you want to be always in bad situation, then don't read Bhagavatam. Forget Kṛṣṇa. You will be sufficiently, if you want to be always unhappy, just by forgetting Kṛṣṇa, by not reading Bhagavatam, by not chanting the holy names, we can be unhappy. And if you want to be more unhappy, then do everything opposite of what Bhagavatam says. If you do opposite of what Bhagavatam says, then you will be very deeply unhappy, to the point of you want to quit the world. So if you really want to quit the world at a premature date, then do exactly opposite of what Kṛṣṇa has told. Even if you believe in Kṛṣṇa or you don't, you break the rules, you will suffer. But if you want to be happy, if you want to see the bad situation as the best situation, then you have to, Gajar Pankarji, then you have to read Bhagavatam. You have to hear Bhagavatam. You have to live the instructions of Bhagavatam. Means you have to have Kṛṣṇa in your life. You have to love Kṛṣṇa. You have to remember Kṛṣṇa. You have to live by remembering Kṛṣṇa. You have to be living by loving Kṛṣṇa. So that is Bhakti Yoga. 7th chapter, 1st verse also says that you have to be in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter, 1st verse says that you have to put your mind completely fixed on Kṛṣṇa. That is the way to understand Kṛṣṇa and to go back to Kṛṣṇa. So it's not only the way to go back to Kṛṣṇa, but always living to please Kṛṣṇa, living to know about Kṛṣṇa, living to follow the instructions of Kṛṣṇa is the right way of living and the right way of leaving the world. It's the happy way to live and the happy way to leave the world. It's the way to give happiness to others. That's why when should we do bhakti? From the time we have experienced our first misery, at least that's the latest time that we should start bhakti. First misery the baby experiences when mother gives medicine in place of milk. When mother gives milk in place of medicine, first misery. From that time the baby should be Kṛṣṇa conscious from that time. But that problem comes even in the stomach for the baby. So the baby should be Kṛṣṇa conscious from the womb in the mother. If the baby should be Kṛṣṇa conscious, then the mother should be reading Bhagavatam to the baby in the womb. That is the way to be happy. So, living independently from the mother, living independently from the husband, taking a divorce, and being an independent woman, that is not happiness, my dear friends. That is the bondage of fear. You are bound by the fear of living with the husband. So you are running away from husband. You are bound by the fear of living with the parents. So you are running away from the parents. That's the bondage of, I don't want to live. As you say, I don't want to live with so and so. I don't want to. I don't want to get the scoldings. I don't want to hear anything negative about me. As long as you cannot hear any nonsense. We don't hear it because we want to hear. We hear because we are forced to hear. But we don't value it, and we focus on Bhagavatam contents. And that's the way to be peaceful. That is Bhakti Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga is a need of every soul who has entered the mother's womb. There's a need. So Bhakti Yoga should start from the time we have entered the womb of the mother. That's the time. So if you think I will try to do bhakti after 60th year, we may not even live after the 60th year because of high tension and heartbreak and heartache and heart attack. We may leave the world at a premature stage just because we have postponed bhakti for later date. Postponing bhakti is preponing heart attacks. Postponing bhakti is preponing heartbreaks or inviting heartbreaks. So bhakti postpones the heartbreaks. Bhakti makes our heart happy, and through us makes others' hearts also happy. So let's not postpone doing bhakti. Let's prepone doing bhakti, and let's be happy. With that, thank you Shweta Sadhukanji for your beautiful question, and thank you my dear viewers for being with us. Now I wish to translate the same thing in short, not in this much detail, in Hindi session because I want to stop at 8 p.m. Hare Krishna.